We're into May, the sun is shining, it's time to get ready for shearing.
I'm on my way from misery to happiness today.
Good morning sheep fans, we have a treat for you today. We are having a look at the new shearing trailer. Now, I did a little bit of work with this last summer, so it has seen sheep before, but it still looks like new, and I never got a chance to do a video, so we'll get a tour around it, see how it was built, talk a wee bit about the making of the trailer and the pros and cons of the design we have here. Some of you may find it very interesting, especially if you're into shearing or just into general engineering, because it is a bra trailer. That's just my opinion. Let's have a look. Now, before we get right into this, let's just discuss the elephant in the room. This haircut. This was a homemade job. I attacked myself last night, couldn't face going near the top. I just thought of the head shape for it, or the hairline. So I just left it as is, but much more of a breeze around the sides now. Keeps me cool during the day. That's enough of that. Let's look at the trailer. So this trailer design was based on the trailer used by Andy Bailey, Lanark's richest farmer. You may have heard of him. Myself and lead engineer Euan Andrew, we went and had a look at Andy's trailer, measured up and copied the design from that with a few tweaks of our own. I'll have a walk around the trailer while it's folded up here, just talk about some key points that we've got that are pertinent to this as it's been folded away. You'll see here the sides fold up. This gives us an extra 18" of board space when this is folded down. Same at the front here, a further 18" folds down. Everything is measured to perfection, so there's no ropes or anything holding the trailer together. This bag stand is loaded on, fits perfect under this, keeps everything solid on the road, no need to strap anything together. One point I will say that's going to embarrass me slightly is I was left to do the doors myself, and they are a very quick makeshift job. Let's get it unpacked and get a look at it. Euan, when he built this trailer, built it with the intention that it was going to last a long time, which is why he's built it in two parts. The race and the chassis are separate. They were taken to the galvanizer and dipped, so everything's fully galvanised, bar these wee additional steps that we added on just last month. Everything's fully galvanised, wood's all treated, stock boards on the race, should last a long time. Now obviously the plywood sheets here and the plywood in the doors is going to have a finite lifetime, but it'll last longer. So as we walk around here, you see the front folds down, gives you an extra 18" out this way. Same with the sides as I showed before. Folds down like this, and it's a simple design when you're packing it away. That. It sits there and also holds everything on as I showed before. Set it up, hold it down. The decking, this is the deck boards, pretty standard deck boards you'll see in anyone's decking. They're the narrow ridges I've got facing up. That's one thing I would change. If I was doing it again, I would just have the standard planks on here and not these ridges, because the tear through your mock's pretty savage, but they are nice to work on as well. When you pull the sheep out and you slide the sheep into position, you're going with the ridges, and when you're coming down the last side, your sheep's against the ridges. It works quite well, I think. Moving round, have a look at the back race here. Have a look at the back race here. Also, while I'm here, LED lights, nicely wired in. Slimline there, so less chance of bashing them. Anyone that's had one of these trailers before know that the first thing that goes usually is reversing and smashing those lights. So that's all done nice and tight. Back race here, I've got it set up. I'll show you some footage of me lifting it round. Ifor Williams door springs on it. Stepped up here, I'll take you a walk up there just in a second. And if we step up here, This is the worst part because this is the part that I did. £1 bungees and what's that? 8mm ply, something like that. For the doors, not as it should be. I'll need to get that sorted. Looking at the wiring, each stand has its own socket. Well done. Ready to go. Round to the front here. At the front you have this head yoke design. That's another wee thing I would change as well. The one we've got is a self-locking mechanism on it. The 3 stand I should say is a self-locking mechanism. This one you've got to yank the head in and lock it in there. Another thing I got the engineer to do for me was make this front gate detachable. That way we can attach this onto the 3 stand trailer, put the race on here, and we can have 5 stands running if the occasion should ever arise. It might be a busy season, you never know. If we look round to the chutes here, now with this design, as I said before, it's copied off a chap named Andy Bailey who's shearing through Lanarkshire Way. Big time farmer over there, a lot of you will probably know him. The chutes, they're quite a bit wider than most trailers, most shearing trailers, and also because of the way it's stepped, it's higher. And this was something I asked the engineer to do because I didn't want, when you're finished shearing the sheep, I hate if you're maybe slightly out of position, which I often am, having to guide that sheep down that chute. Just wastes a few seconds, a little bit of energy. Whereas in this trailer, as soon as you're finished, it's got a massive escape route and it just jumps down and away, no problem. Wiring box in here, it's got its own trip switch, you can see that in there. Its own trip switch and additional socket here, should you need it for anything. We have the one issue, maybe an issue, but this is, I say, it's a design copied that's tried and tested and it's worked before fine for Andy, is the spacing of the tyres. Makes it hard to screw the trailer round, which might be sore on tyres as well, but it gives it great stability. So, like, I've no jacks in just now and I'm just about to shear these hogs. No jacks in, I'm just using the front jockey wheel to try and level it a little bit. Onto the jacks. That is one thing that does take a bit of work. These jacks fit in here, slide out, down, and they would slide in there. Now the problem is these jacks, there's no mechanism for jacking them up. You have to use a separate jack to lift the corners if you require it. The good thing with this trailer is, as opposed to the 3 stand, is that the front doesn't swing round, so a lot of the time you can just leave it on the pickup. So a lot of times I'll just pull into the farm, leave it on the pickup, shear the sheep and go. No hassle, no jacks down, no messing about, it's pretty quick that way. This part of the race, another wee bit that just needs tweaked. This here is just a little bit short. It's about 2 inches short, a bit like myself. And it just means that you need someone else to really lift the back end there to put it in, but as you can see here through there, it sits on this lip and it doesn't really leave a gap, so I actually quite often just shear with it as is, but it's there if we need it. I'll just take you a walk through the race just now. As we look down the race here, you see it's all stepped. I've had to put these extra steps in because the gap was actually too wide between the steps, so that's one wee design flaw that we had. We just misjudged it, so we put 5 steps in when we should put 6, so we've added in these wee brackets to improve that. As you go up the race, we have non-return. Pretty standard, speaks for itself. Our name speaks for itself, I should say. As the sheep come in, they step down and to where the door is, then step up, and then step down again at the next door. The idea of that is that the sheep will move through the race, they'll stand at the door waiting, as opposed to if it was a level race, they kind of jockey back and forth. Is jockey the right word? No, can be. Jockey back and forth, and it means the shear's got to be doing a bit of moving about to get the sheep at his door. As it is, there should be a sheep standing there, and of course it sits up the front in the head yoke there. What else I haven't mentioned? Oh yeah, stock board. That was another thing I haven't actually mentioned. We put stock board on. This should last a long time, as opposed to using ply. We have used ply in the race because with the stock board it can warp, and you can see there actually it started to warp a wee bit in the heat, but because we can bolt it on solid on here, it isn't a factor, whereas in the race there's some moving parts. and it just doesn't work on the race, so we keep it to ply there. Everything's fully galvanised. It obviously looks bro, you can see it yourself, it looks tremendous. So we'll get some sheep up on it and shear a couple, like you see that. And any other questions about it, just leave a comment below and make sure you subscribe for more shearing videos. So yeah, that's the trailer, all ready to go, ready for the shearing to start. We've already done a couple of wee jobs already, hopefully getting plenty of vlogs this summer. Last year it was pretty much hard at it all the time, bit slow in the vlogs, although I feel like I'm maybe getting a bit better at just pulling some footage together and uploading vlogs and videos as we go. If you want to see what's happening with us this shearing season, make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the wee bell, you'll get a notification when I put a new video up, and if you like the video, give it a like. Cheers.